Hey friends, Powwow Guy here, Rob Phoenix. Quick little video update. I just wanted to talk about the Pennsylvania Dutch flag. Pennsylvania Dutch, or the Pennsylvania Germans, we have our own flag. It was created and I guess officially recognized in 1989 in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Lehigh County, by one of the Pennsylvania German groundhog lodges. There are several, I guess, groundhog lodges in Pennsylvania preserving Pennsylvania German culture. So it was created by one of those. It's filled with Pennsylvania German symbolism, like we have, I'll put my finger here, the plow. I mean, obviously, when people think of Pennsylvania Germans or Pennsylvania Dutch, they think of farming and agriculture, and this would be true of our community, of our culture, especially our ancestors. And then you have over here the Conestoga wagon, created by the Pennsylvania German Teamsters. So the Conestoga wagon is a Pennsylvania German creation. And thanks to that creation, the German-speaking immigrants were able to travel westward across the United States, well, across the country, and settle all over the place. So that's how North America, or the United States, I should say, has German as its largest ancestry. Up here you have, right there, familiar artwork of the Pennsylvania Dutch, like folklore and artwork. And you'll see a lot of that in furniture design and flags and hex signs and, just, like fractal art and the old birth certificates and Himmelsbriefs and stuff. If you see Pennsylvania Dutch anything, you're bound to see like the culture's artwork. Over in this corner, you have the church, because the Christian faith is at the root of Pennsylvania Dutch culture. The culture is motivated by our faith in God, and our faith in our faith community. Our cultural community is very much a community of faith. So the church is very important, which is why it's prominently displayed on our flag. And then you have in the center the keystone shape. That's Pennsylvania. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is known as the Keystone State. So that's our state symbol. And then in it, you see 1683. This is the ship known as the Concord. In 1683, the Concord arrived here in Germantown, Pennsylvania, and it became the beginning of the migration of German-speaking immigrants. This was the first on the Concord. And that started waves of migration of German-speaking immigrants who came here, to live William Penn's promise of religious freedom. Freedom to have our religious beliefs, which was like the Mennonite, the Anabaptists and the Moravians and the Quakers and the Lutherans and the German Reformed. I mean, this was the promise that we could live here without persecution by, in Europe, it was persecution by the Catholics. And then, of course, you have in the Pennsylvania Dutch dialect around here, around the circle, Lord God in heaven, let us Germans be who we are. Our ancestors, I should say, they wanted very much to be Americans, but they also wanted to be able to retain their cultural identity. And why is this important for a powwow? Because powwow is a part of this cultural identity. And you cannot take anything away from it. Any element you remove from it, and it's no longer, it's stealing from our culture. So just keep that in mind the next time you see or hear somebody who's like, oh yeah, powwow's great, but we took Christianity out of it. Well, that's taking a big piece of the culture. That's so disrespectful. All of this plays a part, in Pennsylvania German culture, but also Pennsylvania German powwow. So that's our little cultural lesson on the Pennsylvania German or Pennsylvania Dutch flag. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a great night.